Are you aware of pro-Palestine Dan Bilzerian? Brother, please, okay? For every 3 like normal seeming takes that Dan Bilzerian has on Palestine, there are 33 takes where he's like, the Jews are being commanded by the Talmud to do hypnosis and make you addicted to sissy hypno porn. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. That dude is a straight up Nazi, brother. I hate that like the most prominent fucking supposedly quote unquote anti-Zionist people nowadays is just like motherfuckers like Dan Bilzerian. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Dan Bilzerian, if you catch him with like a 3-second snippet or a 30-second snippet, you'll be like, whoa, what? Like, what did he just say? Did he just like say something? Did he just say something meaningful? And then you're like, oh my God, he is the biggest fucking Nazi of all time. They're clipping you for drama with E. Wait, what drama with E? What are you talking about? Why the fuck would I be on board with a goddamn Nazi? What the fuck's wrong with some of you? We listen to Dan Bilzerian. If you remember, there's a clip out there somewhere. The first time I heard Dan Bilzerian's takes on Israel, I was like, wait, what? Like, why does this make sense? And then literally right after I unpaused the video, he started saying some shit. And I was like, oh my God, he's just straight up a Nazi. It's crazy. It's so wild. It wasn't even about the Torah. No, he says Talmud, which is like, dude, you can tell when someone is a real hater, okay? When you got like transphobic people, okay, talking about like the latest in trans technology, you're like, oh, why do you know that? That's weird. What the fuck? What is this? Your hyperfixation? And it's the same shit with like these fucking anti-Semites. Once they start busting out Talmudic references, you're like, dude, like normal Jewish people have never thought about this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you don't even understand how any of this shit works. You're just saying things now. Like, you have gotten so nerdy with your anti-Semitism that you are outflanking normal Jews that don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's it. It's just like, it's so weird. It's an immediate fucking alarm bell in my head. Whenever I hear some non-Jewish person that isn't like immediately a fucking rabbi talking about the Talmud, I'm like, the fuck? The only people that know anything about the Talmud are, you know, people in rabbinical school that are there to debate it, or fucking Koreans, okay? That's it. That's right. Koreans, why? I don't know. I just there's a lot of Philo-Semites in Asia. No, not the Japanese or kids who went to Jewish day school. Me. His Piers Morgan appearances popping off on TikTok. People don't know about his actual stance. That shit is so damaging, dude. Because it's like, I think there's nothing grosser than just like being anti-Semitic, period. But also, there's nothing grosser than both being anti-Semitic and then using the cause of Palestine to feed people more anti-Semitic commentary. Because like, you're like, this is your pet project, dude. Like, fuck you. People are dying. You know what I mean? People are fucking dying, and you're out here being like, ugh. Dan Bilzerian repeatedly conflates Judaism with Zionism on TV. Yeah, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay? And I get annoyed when liberals do that as a defensive posture too. It's like, it's liberals or woke people that want to defend Israel handshaking with like anti-Israel anti-Semites. You know what I mean? Quote unquote liberals? No, liberals do that shit all the time. What do you think Jake Tapper's fucking doing every time? He's like, oh, a lot of people are substituting Zionists with Jew to be anti-Semitic towards Jews. Is like, no, man, like, this is a political ideology. Okay. I'm very careful with the language that I use to make sure that there is not even a single instance where people can even marginally assume that I mean all Jews. Like, I made my stance very fucking clear. It's gross. Example of a TikTok of him getting over 100K likes.
Yeah, I just don't really give a shit.
Yeah, I think I saw this because he was talking about like, even if rapes would have happened, I think he said something along the lines of like, the fuck do you expect is going to happen? I don't know if it happened or not, but even if it did, like, you know, you've been, when you're killing these people for years and years and years, it's going to happen. Like, and And like the clip, this part gets clipped out, and then people are like, "Oh wow, like this guy,
beheaded people.
this guy
just don't
seems
really
all right." And then like right after the part where he clipped out, he's like, "And it's good that it happened to the Jews." And you're like, "Come on, dude." Yeah, here, Dan Cohen has a great take on this. I saw this earlier. Piers Morgan and Dan Bilzerian represent two sides of the Zionist deception. Morgan promotes debunked Zionist propaganda. He still insists mass rape took place on October 7 to justify the Gaza genocide and claims to defend Jews from anti-Semitism. Bilzerian, best known for promoting degeneracy of the young men, has suddenly found the light, discovered the Palestinian cause, and decided that Hitler was right about Jews. He even found some quotes from the Talmud, though he had no idea what the Talmud is and believes it's a guidebook for the Gaza genocide. Yeah, dude. Jews have both mind control powers and also simultaneously can see the future, where they were like, one day we're gonna have Israel, and then we're just gonna do like a slow burn genocide for 75 fucking years, and it's all in the Talmud. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Be fucking serious for once in your goddamn lives, okay? Both of them accept the same fundamental false premise that Jews equals Zionism slash Israel. As long as you're operating within the boundaries they present, you'll never challenge Zionism. There's a reason you see degenerate propagandists like these two in mass media, and you'll never see anyone who can accurately define Zionism and its relationship to Judaism. Yeah. Anybody that fucking starts chirping about the Talmud that's not like in rabbinical school or some shit, like I question them, okay? It's just like, why do you know that? Why do you know anything about this? You saw a couple fucking snippets and you misunderstood the purpose of what it is, and now you're just making it everybody else's problem, and you're using it as a justification to be anti-Semitic as fuck. So yeah, I think, there is a lot of fucking anti-Semitism popping off on the timeline, and every motherfucker named Dan insane. Yeah. You're wrong, dude. The Talmud has supremacy ideologies. Conservatives use the Bible to do evil shit in America. What's the difference between? Dude, it is not even a fucking religious text that like people follow to the T. What are you talking about? It's not. It's supposed to be like, isn't the reception of the... Oh my God. See, this is what I mean. This is what I fucking mean. Shut up. It's not. It's not the same as the Bible, and people don't even fucking follow the Bible anyway. Ay. It's different rabbis interpreting the Torah. Yo, Hassan, I want to say, I appreciate you taking my joke yesterday in stride. I am indeed a black chatter, and as such, I'm formally requesting you do a do-rag gym stream with Kai Cenat while he's in LA. I think it would do a lot for you to convert Kai and engender a new era of class consciousness and revolutionary sentiment among our black youth. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Kai Cenat, who has a Nike and McDonald's sponsorship, is going to engender a new era of class consciousness and revolutionary sentiment. Black chatter for sure? No, I know that they're a black chatter, but they're still fucking memeing. Is there beef? No, there's no beef. I like Kai. I think he's a great entertainer. I don't think he's that big of a fan of me, but I don't really give a shit. Not many people are, you know what I mean? Kai Cenat's actually doing a stream next month with Nepalese Maoists. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same as people being like, it's the same as people talking about the hadiths in the Quran, like acting like this is a fucking moral rudder that guides people. It's just dumb shit. Like, Israel has nothing to do with Judaism. And when you fucking falsely conflate Judaism with Zionism, you're doing the same fucking shit that Nazis are doing. And Nazis are doing the same fucking shit that pro-Israel people are doing. That's it. It's dumb as fuck. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta do a podcast. Me and Will, baby. Fear and Malding is back. Yeah, I found this secret ancient text that explains why the U.S. supports this European settler colonial project in an incredibly resource-rich region that they want to control, that they have machinations for. I promise you, it has nothing to do with like resource extraction. It has nothing to do with resource extraction. I promise. Please look at this ancient text, dude. It tells you everything, okay? And then they'll package that up with like 8 fucking Motorola Razr flip phone filmed videos of like Kahanas talking about how fucking Goyim are cattle or whatever. And they're like, oh, see, they all believe this. It's like, no, dog, that's insane. You're an insane person. You're an insane anti-Semite. Shut the fuck up. I know all the Nazi bait. I've fucking seen all the Nazi bait, okay?
A lot of pro-Israel people conflate Judaism with Zionism. And I also remember hearing from Ethan that being anti-Zionist means you are somewhat anti-Jewish. This is a very dangerous sign of thinking, not only for the Palestinians, but also for Jews living all around the world. In a time when white supremacists and white nationalists exploit opportunities to spread confusion and fuel anti Semitism, Islamophobia, and racism, misrepresenting what anti Semitism truly means undermines the fight for justice and puts our communities at risk. Criticizing the political ideology of Zionism or the policies of the State of Israel is no different from scrutinizing the policies or ideologies of any other nations, including those rooted in settler colonialism, imperialism, or white supremacy, like the United States. However, concerted efforts by the Israeli government, US government, and anti Palestinian organizations aim to redefine anti Semitism, falsely equating it with criticism of Israel or Zionism. This deliberate conflation seeks to shield the Israeli government from accountability for its actions and policies that violate Palestinian human rights. Such misrepresentation is especially harmful now. Advocates for Palestinian rights face job loss, online harassment, physical attacks, and even congressional censure for standing against injustice and saving lives. The agenda of white nationalists, war profiteers, and anti Palestinian organizations is not about protecting Jewish communities. Instead, it aims to undermine intersectional movement for justice. Despite these challenges, the truth is straightforward. The fight for Palestinian freedom and the fight against anti Semitism are deeply interconnected. If you found this video interesting, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And thanks for watching.